Awkward.
Yeah.
Do I have anything in savings?
I mean, that's just what the book says. So you can have it. I mean, how much do you want to have in your savings?
I'll put like I'll put 12 grand in my savings, so I only have 500,000 or 500 on me.
Jesus,
You only want $500?
Really good at my job.
Yeah, you're richer than the richest porn stars in the world combined.
It's ridiculous.
Probably not combined, but you know.
All right.
I don't know what the net worth of a really popular porn star is.
I don't know.
Huh?
I can look that up for you.
Okay, go ahead and look that up.
Do you mind if I have 5,000 in my savings so I can only have 1,500 on hand?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
Oh, and by the way, Brogan.
What's up?
I actually thought of something that would be good for your character because of your accounting skill.
Yeah?
The depression.
Oh.
Remember how that shit happened?
Yes.
Well, since you're really good at accounting, there's a good chance that you would see it coming and you won't really be affected by it all that much. You'll yank all your money out before it's taken.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
Uh,
So the highest paid porn star, I haven't heard of any of these people, but number one is Jenna Jameson.
You've never heard of her?
No.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I
can understand that.
She's worth $30 million.
wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Worth. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And then actually the third most wealthy is a guy.
Oh,
that
really?
Doesn't surprise.
And it's not Johnny Sins.
Ha!
It's Peter North.
Oh.
He's worth 11 million.
Don't know who that is, but good for him.
Right? He's almost 60.
Jeez.
I'm guessing a lot of these people are really old, and that's probably why they're worth so much, because they've done so much.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Hey, Ron Jeremy.
John Rarely.
Oh, yes, Ron Jeremy.
Okay.
There you are, Sasha Grey.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't
Only
she like
3 million.
10?
Huh?
Like the 10th person?
Oh, yeah. I like how on the character sheet you can actually see on the hit points, it goes from 43 all the way to 0, -2, -1, -2, and dead.
Oh, you're right.
That's funny.
Love it.
Wait a minute. How do I see? Shit, how do I get my magic points?
What is income? Is that just your yearly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You mean in Call of Cthulhu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So magic is just
So we're
directly equal to
We're basically fucked until the year goes by, is what you're telling me?
Huh?
For like income.
What do you mean? Why?
Like, are we gonna just earn stuff steadily as the months or the weeks go by or anything like that?
I don't know how much you're gonna be earning, like, period, because you're not working.
That is also fair. You know what? Never mind me. Forget it. Ignore me.
So Alejo, how much do you make per year?
8,500.
So to put this in perspective, in modern day, that would be the equivalent of making $110,000 a year.
Oh my god.
So we're good. We're good.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, we're all six-figure salaries.
Whenever you're set to you're set with your character, Boo, if you could tell me what my 38 revolver does for like firearms and stuff.
Yeah, I can.
Just whenever you're ready.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm already out of the stuff I needed to see.
Okay.
The 38. It's a revolver, you said?
Yes.
What the fuck is it? Here it is. 38 revolver does 1d10.
Nice.
At a range of 15 yards.
Okay.
And then you have 2 attacks per round with it.
Cool.
And you have 6 bullets.
Right.
In the gun. And then HP's resisting attack. Oh, it has 10 health.
Okay. What about its malfunction?
It's a botch.
Okay, cool.
Most
What about
of them
this?
are botches.
The percentage is just your handgun skill, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I'm really
And
shit
of course,
at shooting.
if you shoot something, then it's like, oh, check, and then it can go up.
Yeah.
Do I sound any different because I was lagging just a little bit there?
No, you're good.
Nope. Okay, good.
So I have to get up at like 5:30 tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
Oh.
Don't worry about
If
it.
you want, we don't have to do it.
No.
tonight.
I've already started the stream. We're fucking doing this. Like I can go back to bed right after anyway, so it's fine. I just have to get my sister up and ready to go.
Okay. Well, for now, I don't think I won't waste any more time. My character might just not do a whole lot.
No, it's fine. Take your time. It's cool.
Well, because I still have to do all my skills and my occupation and everything.
That's okay.
And I still have to think of the skills that my occupation would entail.
Oh, gotcha. You have to get up at 5:32, Hunter? That sucks.
Huh?
Sorry, chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you guys ready to begin?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Where's my dice?
Here.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
What kind of
They're
dice?
literally right next to me. Sorry. Got it.
I would just take all of just your standard full set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although the ones you're going to be using most are probably your D4s, your D6s, and both of your D10s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the percentiles.
But I would still
and
get your
stuff.
entire set because you never know.
Oh yeah.
So 2
Okay.
D10s, D6, D4. I've got the rest on standby.
Yes. So,
going in my bag.
let me know when you are both ready to begin.
Okay. I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. The year is 1921. You are in the now bustling, very, very busy city of Newark.
Where's that at?
And
Newark. I
Newark.
get it.
Oh, took me a minute. Thank you.
yeah, no. And you're in New York. Yeah. And the both of you have the both of you are both at the end of a long workday. You are both very successful in your work.
Mm.
And what was your character's name, I hope?
Marcus Williams.
Marcus is in town due to a conference,
Ah.
an archaeological conference.
Ooh.
And at the end of the long day, you're now traffic is crazy, and so you decided to not take a taxi because it would have taken forever. Even if you could find one, you'd be sitting in traffic. And the weather is nice out. It's toward the end of summer, and in New York, that means it's starting to get fairly chilly. But it's not so bad that it's bad. And so it's very inclement weather, and you decide to walk because you could use the exercise. Not that you're fat, you just feel like walking. Anyway, so as you walk down the road, as you walk towards your hotel, you hear, "Extra, extra, read all about it. News being made down to Louisiana." Would you like one, sir?
Oh, yes. Is it a small boy?
Yeah, it's a young boy. He's not that small, but he's kind of like, you guess him to be about 13, 14.
Okay, then yeah, sure, son. I would love one.
All right. Here you go, sir. That'll be 25 cents.
I pay the boy.
Okay. And then he walks off, still yelling, "Extra, extra, read all about it."
Yeah. And
in the newspaper, you open it up and you begin to read. And Millie, that your character's name is Millie, correct, Brogan?
Tracy.
Okay.
Oh.
Tracy, she is just now coming out of her like the theater, I guess, where she works.
Mm-hmm.
And she's heading down to her apartment. And you turn the corner and you still have a little ways to go. Again, traffic's still really bad in that area of town. And you see an older gentleman buying a newspaper from a boy. And he walks down the street and he notices you. It's like, would you like a newspaper, ma'am?
Oh, well, I'd love one. I'd love one, huh?
All right, that'll be 25 cents.
All right, I'll grab hold of the paper, give him a kiss on the cheek, kind of try to slide it out of his grasp, and keep walking.
Ha! Okay, go ahead and roll. Well, actually, you know what? What's your appearance?
My appearance is 11.
Okay.
I look better than you? What?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to change around my stats when I rolled them, but he wouldn't let me.
Wait, I did, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
I said you could do 3D. We'll do it later.
Yeah, I re-rolled it, but I wanted to like switch around the stats that I rolled from stat to stat.
Oh, yeah, no. You got to do it in order. Otherwise, you'd have to do it all over again. Don't worry, man. You'll see.
Okay.
So, I guess just because of that, he's like 14. He's not really used to that.
Right.
He just blushes really strongly, and then he just kind of runs off a little bit. And he's not even yelling extra, read all about it. So, you both stop and you begin to read the paper.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, Marcus, a younger man, you'd say he's about almost 30. He taps your shoulder. It says, "Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if I might have a moment of your time at some point."
Okay.
And you look him over, and pretty big guy, about 6'3", and again, he's not fat. He's just large, like the kind of guy who would be playing like professional football, but it's clear that he doesn't because he's not muscle bound. In fact, you can see that he has quite a lot of trouble walking. Not through any birth defect or anything, but you do notice that his arms and his legs are both covered by long sleeves and long pants. Now, whether it's because of the weather or not, you're not sure. But you notice that he is using a cane, even at his age, and he leans on it pretty heavily.
Okay.
And he says, "Excuse me, are you you're one of the professors that was at the conference, right? Your name is Marcus, I believe?"
Yes. Dr. Williams. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Mr.
Jesse Fields.
Jesse. Well, hello, Jesse.
I was
Mr.
a big fan of your
Fields.
presentation, and I was wondering if you might be able to help me out a little bit in the future. It doesn't have to be now, obviously, because I can see you're busy.
Of course, that depends upon what you request, but I'm sure that I could schedule you in for something.
Well, I see you have a paper there. I've already read today's paper. And given your area of study, you may be interested. You may be even more interested.
Oh.
So, I would say read the paper and then make your own decision. If you don't contact me in about a week or so, then I'll just assume your answer was no. I came up for the conference. I'm going to be leaving town soon, but I hope to see you again.
Where would I be able to reach you if I were to?
The place that is named in the paper. Because just so happens things are happening in my hometown, and that's where I'd like your help. So if you're interested by the paper, then we'll meet.
A strange request, to be sure, but I will gladly take it under consideration.
Yeah, not a problem. I'm not asking you to go well out of your way, but definitely read today's paper. I think you'll be interested. So,
fair enough. All right. Well, good day, sir.
Yeah, good to meet you. And then he kind of hobbles off.
Okay.
And he traffic is beginning to break up a little bit, and he hails a taxi and gets on it.
Okay.
Because he doesn't feel like walking.
Is there a bench nearby?
Yes.
I would like to go sit on the bench and read my paper.
Okay, you sit on the bench. Go ahead and give me a walk roll. No. So, you open up the paper, and Tracy, what would you like to do? Would you like to stand reading or what?
So where am I in perspective to Marcus?
I would say you're down about halfway down the block.
Okay, so I'm like well out of earshot and stuff, so I didn't even really notice that encounter.
Yeah, and it's a busy day in New York City. You know, there's like cars honking, people yelling, stuff like that.
Right.
But in your area, there's like trash cans. There's not really a bench or anything, so you could continue walking and find the bench if that's what you prefer.
I'm
just
gonna continue walking with it like halfway down my face, so I can still like see where I'm going out of my peripheral.
Okay.
But just like walking slow.
Okay.
Already.
Then sorry. Oh my god. You both read the paper, and the headline is Miracles in Ruston.
Ooh.
And you read the article, and it is a collection of reports from people and pictures as well of miracles being performed by a priest down in Ruston, Louisiana.
Oh.
And it goes from rather mundane things, from a cat being saved from a minor a minor injury or a minor danger to the extraordinary. And there are multiple witness accounts of a man chopping a tree down because the lumber industry is booming there. Bringing a tree down, and then over the course of the tree coming down, a branch fell and destroyed his arm.
Ooh.
And by destroyed, I mean amputation.
Ooh.
So it was broken so badly, there was no hope. And so the witness accounts state that he was brought to the hospital and they were getting ready to amputate. They were about to sedate him, and then all of a sudden a young priest bursts into the room and says, "Wait, don't do it. Let me help him." And the doctors try to shuffle him out, but he forces his way in and says, "Young man, do you believe in God?" And he says, Yes, I'm a devout Christian." He's like, "Very, very good. Now, please bear with me. This will probably hurt a little bit." And the witnesses and the doctors now, so you have the word of doctors. The doctors all report that he laid his hands very gently upon the man's arm, and then the bone just melded back together perfectly. The arm was saved, and the only pain he felt was when he touched his hand or touched his arm. And there are multiple witnesses stating that they saw it happen right in front of them. You have like 8 different people in that room seeing it happen, including doctors. And the final miracle was a man was struck blind. A man was in a bar, and during the course of a fight with a drunken bar patron, they broke a glass bottle and attacked him and stabbed him and like lacerated his eyes. And his family, hearing about the miracles and bringing several others to see if it was true, they brought him before the priest, and he asked once again, "Do you believe in God?" And the man said yes, because they're very devout. Down in the South, they're very devout.
Bible Belt.
Yeah, exactly. So, believes in God, and so he laid his hands over his eyes, and he could see. His eyes were restored fully. And that they brought along about 10 other people who were not related in any way. They hadn't been helped. They were just curious to see if it was true. And they all saw a man with bloody bandages and eviscerated eyes suddenly have his eyes returned to him right in front of them. And so the priest is now practicing there, and he's still teaching the good word, and welcomes like toward the end of the article, It says that this man is still teaching the word and welcoming any new followers, and he would be happy to help treat any grievous injuries or sicknesses that you may have.
Oh.
And then the article ends after giving like it gives the information on like train lines and bus lines that would take you to Ruston, though not like his address or anything.
Okay.
And so, yeah. So that is the article, and the rest of the articles are, like sports, the weather, little comic books, etc., etc.
Well, reading that, I would, just scratch my head and wonder, but of course, think I should probably fact check and hurry back to my office at the university to go and try to call some of these folks that supposedly witnessed this.
Okay. And Tracy, what do you want to do?
So how close am I to Marcus at this point? Because I've been walking slow with the paper in hand.
At this point, you're probably nearly in front of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I see. Are there other people reading the paper, or is it just kind of me and him at the moment?
At the moment, it's just kind of him. There are other people who are reading the paper, but they're all walking along, carrying on their day.
Okay. Well, as I'm like finishing up the article, kind of approaching Marcus, I just kind of want to like, on a side to him, just be like, bunch of baloney, don't you think? This doesn't even make any sense.
I would, turn to look at her, around the bench and just, yes, quite. Excuse me, I have a few calls to make.
All right. I guess I'll just keep walking.
How rude.
Okay. Obviously now it's just it's just like, oh, this is fresh in my head. I need to know about this now. It's weird.
Yeah.
So no time for idle chit chat, wench.
Ow,
rude.
That would have been rude. Yes.
That would have been rude. Yes. So okay, the both of you finish reading your paper, and you can do whatever you will with it.
I drop it on the ground.
I would when I get to the my office, I would probably cut out that article.
Okay.
And store it.
Like throw it in like one of your. Did you have a pouch? I forget.
I have a messenger bag. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And you can like put it with your notes.
Yeah, exactly.
On the occult shit.
Yeah.
And so Tracy, you just kind of toss yours.
I literally drop it on the ground. I don't care about littering.
Okay.
Wow.
That's Jesus.
Goodbye, Earth.
I just start a conversation.
Actually, wait a minute. Let me see. Hang on. Oops. Okay, nothing happens.
I was gonna say, does a local policeman see this and go?
That's literally what I was about.
That's
to
what
do.
I figured. That's what I figured.
If I rolled low and if I rolled high enough, it would have happened. But anyway, so you drop your paper, and the both of you continue about your day, and the both of you continue about your day. Marcus, you head back to your impromptu office, because this isn't actually the city where you work, because again, you're here for a conference.
Right.
So you head back to your hotel room, and you still have the ability to contact people that you work with.
Okay, cool.
And then Tracy, I guess you would head home. What would you do? Would you just head home for the day?
Yeah. I'd probably. What time of day is it?
At the end of the day, you guys were probably at the normal. Well, actually, I don't know about you, because you're a dancer.
Yeah, but
Marcus.
If it's like,
well, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's say it was about 4 p.m.
That's what I was thinking too. Okay.
Yeah, something like 4 or 5.
Okay.
So let's just say that's your day off, and you went to the theater to pick up your paycheck. How about that?
There you go.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'd probably just I'd probably head to the bank to cash that.
Okay, yeah. So you'll head to the bank. You head to the bank, and you cash it, and then
right.
sorry, And then you'll just head home?
Yeah, I'll head back to my my apartment at that point.
Okay. And so you're pretty much done for the day.
Yeah, I'm heading back to relax.
Okay. Maybe
put on
have a
some
drink.
music. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Marcus, you head back to your your hotel room. You snip up the article and throw away the rest.
Yep. Well,
And now that you're here, what would you like to do?
definitely try to contact anybody that might know the people that are witnesses to this stuff. Like if I know anybody around the area, basically.
Let's see here. What would that even be? Would that be something? To know somebody? I guess it would be like not really. It's not really library use.
No.
It wouldn't really be anything.
There's no contact check or anything like that, right?
No, not really.
That's weird.
So we'll just say that you you have kind of like a compatriot who you tend to work with, and he's another guy who's kind of familiar with the shit that you know.
Yeah.
Would it be part of Navigate?
Huh?
Would it be
Navigate?
like knowing people? Would it be part of Navigate?
I mean, I took it as a skill, so if you really want me to.
But like, I don't know. I feel like Navigate also falls under like knowing your way around or finding a way to find your way around.
Yeah, that's what Navigate is. It's like it's navigation, using compasses and maps and shit.
Yeah.
And like your sense of direction. Actually, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Give me an occult roll.
Oh, sick! I have fucking 80% on this. Sick!
Put 75 points in occult.
Well, I got 10 from that one extra education that I did, and then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah,
I have all these points.
And then actually he rolled it, and he got it.
Okay, so
I'm just waiting for the 86.
Oh god, it's a 97. Damn it.
Okay, so you look through your list of contacts.
Yeah.
And you're not really able to think of anybody who would know anything about this particular incident.
Damn it.
Mostly because it's brand new.
Oh, okay.
Like fresh newspaper, and you're halfway across the country.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you're unsure of anybody who would know like real details about this.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Then ooh.
However, investigating it yourself is still an option.
Yeah, I would be extremely interested in this. At
because
this point.
what you're, given what people are seeing, this is clearly not something normal. Like,
no,
even if it doesn't seem bad, but it's not normal.
Yeah. No chance that I've maybe seen this in any way before, like in my studies.
Definitively no. You've never seen anything like this.
Okay.
Not even related to the occult shit that you know about.
Right. Okay, yeah. Then this is very interesting.
Yes,
to
because
me.
this is something completely new.
Yeah. Which, I mean, the only time that anybody's ever done something like this was Jesus times. And
it's a priest doing it.
Yeah, so obviously, the man has some connection to the god or something. Who knows?
Yeah, that the big man up there.
The big man upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I would. The town is called what again?
Ruston, Louisiana. It's in the northern portions of Louisiana.
Okay. Well, then I would probably make a note of this, and
well, you technically already have a note of it because you have.
That's true. I've got the article, so I would probably start figuring out a way to get there.
Yeah, because at the moment, all you're doing really at the university is just research, basically. So you're free, and since you're a very well established professor, everybody knows you. Nobody would really mind if you took a vacation,
took a sabbatical or anything like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool, good that nothing will be out of sorts if I decide to investigate this on my own, which I do.
And you could always call you could always call the university back and just let them know, hey, after this conference, I'm going to be taking some time for myself.
Yeah, I would probably, of course, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Is it possible? Or am I gonna have to take like a train? Am I gonna have to drive down there myself? Like what?
You could take. Were there buses back then? Surely there were.
Probably 1920s.
There were definitely some rinky-dink cars.
Yeah, there was some sort of public transport. But you could take. Well, here's the thing.
Mhm.
You're a fairly upstanding citizen. You could probably take a Zeppelin. Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Now, it would be significantly more expensive.
Oh, how much is the Zeppelin ride?
Well, let's say, the train ride from New York to Louisiana, all the way across the country. Let's say the train ride would be about $40 back then.
Right.
And the Zeppelin would probably be more like $100.
Oh, I mean, you might as well while I'm here.
That's high society shit, man. You're getting because Zeppelin, they don't have enough room to have first class, so it's first class to everybody.
Oh yeah. No, you know what? I'm a well-established professor. I've published some articles. Let's go on a Zeppelin ride.
All right.
I like this idea.
Yeah. Okay, so you make your plans.
$100.
You call up the people who run the local
the
local Zeppelin.
You essentially just call the airport and you set up a flight. And at this moment, Tracy, you're asleep, right?
Oh God, no! I got home. I probably had a drink. I'm probably prettying myself up to go out for the night.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know how long this was taking, so it's you're asleep. And then you're sleeping.
I mean, there's nothing that that's the only thing that I would be focused on at the moment. I wouldn't be obviously I do my day to day eat, sleep, all that stuff if I need to, but
Yeah.
But no, I probably got the check, head back to my apartment after cashing it, and poured myself a cup of wine, touched up my makeup, probably changed into some more bar scene clothes,
specifically a cup of wine.
A cup.
One exact
Philistine.
cup, not a pint.
Not a glass, the thing that usually holds wine. No. A cup.
A mug.
Hey.
A mug with wine.
A mug.
I will fully admit that I have drinking wine out of a mug before.
You've drinking?
Yeah.
What's that?
You've drinking wine.
I'm drinking.
Oh my God.
I'm drinking many things.
Oh man, me too.
Okay.
So, you drink your cup of wine.
All right, exactly.
You drink your cup of wine, and completely out of character. I kind of like running a game like this when I have basically no fucking idea how this.
Oh, dude, it's so fun.
I just thought of something.
Yeah,
it is fun to call it fun.
Yeah, this is actually really good. Okay, now before you get the wrong idea, don't. Anyway, back in character. So Tracy, you pretty up, and you head out into the town, and you go to your favorite bar.
Yeah.
And you go to your favorite bar. It's hopping.
What's your favorite bar's name?
It's hopping. Favorite bar. It's my favorite bar's name is the local Zeppelin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because God damn it, it's a bar. They don't do drugs there. I was gonna say it's hey, they get you really fucking high, up in a Zeppelin.
No, they get you really depressed, after the fucking Hindenburg. Yeah.
Oh. Has that happened yet?
Actually, I think the Hindenburg happened in
Wasn't that World War II?
1818. No, I think it was before II.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't use Zeppelins in World War II. That was planes. But anyway.
Bad joke, I know. Sorry. Go on.
No, it's fine. I mean, this is Cthulhu. We're fun to have shit in this. So you go to your favorite bar, the local Zeppelin.
Yep.
And you're having a good time. You chatted up with some girlfriends from the from the dancers. You chatted up with some more dancers that just happened to be
we met up for the night.
Yeah, and kind of a girls' night, an impromptu girls' night.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're at the bar, you're having a good time. All of a sudden, you hear, "Hey, baby," and then you turn around, and it is this really. He seems about, you would say, maybe 26, 27,
Okay.
and he is ugly.
Oh.
And I mean very, very ugly. I mean, like, his face is... It's not so much that it's an unattractive face, it's that it's lumpy.
Oh
His face is like lumpy, and
like that blind guy from that Mask movie, or whatever it is.
huh?
They make a reference. I only think of it because they referenced it in the last Rick and Morty episode I watched. But it's that guy who can't. No, he's dating a girl who can't see, and he's hideous.
Oh no, that wasn't that Family Guy.
Everything's referenced.
It's true.
I can't remember that.
Anyway, but regardless, he is
okay.
He's very ugly. He has like bad teeth. His skin is like this horrible pallid shade. And it's not even that he's pale. It's just that it's like he doesn't have enough blood in his skin. And it's this really ugly, unhealthy. That's what I'm getting at. It's a very unhealthy shade. It's like, "Hey, baby, you wanna have some fun?"
Oh. Well, I'm gonna stand up and kind of move my face to the side of his head next to his ear and just go, close your eyes for me a second, honey.
Oh, okay.
And I'd like to signal the bartender, point to this guy, and just make the hand across the throat gesture, no.
Yeah. And so the bartender comes over, let's see, what would that even be? Would that be anything? I don't think it would be anything. You kind of slide away. You know what I mean? You kind of
slinking away. Yeah.
Yeah, you slink away, or at least as far as you can get. And
yeah.
then the bartender comes around.
If it's as hopping as you say, I just kind of meld into the crowd.
Yeah, that's fine. Because picture it like this. You're at the bar. If you go to the left, you're facing the door, and he's behind you.
Okay, yeah.
So you could kind of slink towards the door. You don't have to leave, but yeah.
Yeah.
So you slink away from him, and the bartender comes over, and he grabs him by the scruff of the neck, because the bartender's he's a fairly big dude, and this other guy he's a little bit on the small side, and not too short. He's not 4 foot, but he's 5, maybe 5'6".
Oh yeah, not good looking enough for the local Zeppelin.
Yeah. So yeah, it's actually kind of an upscale bar, where they don't want to have people like that coming in there and harassing their customers.
That's how we got in.
So bartender's a big dude. He's probably 6'1", and it's clear that he used to be muscular because his arms are big. He's not a bodybuilder, but he's a big dude. And comes over, grabs the guy from the scruff of the neck, and he he's like, "We don't need your kind in here. Get out!" And so he drags him over, and then he tosses him out.
Yeah.
And then closes the door.
Yay!
He was like, "I'm sorry about that, miss. Would you like a free one on the house for that?"
Make it 2 and split them with me.
Ha! All right. And so, he pours you the drink of your choice. The one that you already had.
Oh, let's go for a mimosa.
Ha! Okay. So he pours you a mimosa, and then he pours himself, I don't know, a cheaper brandy.
Okay.
And you guys drink it up, and then after you, how much time would you like to spend there?
Oh, I mean, are my girls back hanging out with me, or?
Yeah, they kind of now that he's gone, you guys have already kind of grouped up again. You guys are all sitting at the bar and having a good time.
All right. Well, if we're assuming it's around 7, 8-ish, we're probably gonna be there for about 2-3 hours.
Are you gonna be drinking the whole time?
Enough to keep a buzz going. We're not planning on getting shit-faced, but it's New York City. Who knows what can happen?
Okay. So, you guys hang out,
Mhm.
and actually, you know what? No, that can't work. Actually, no, it can. Go ahead and give me a roll. Your D100s.
Not using anything, just roll.
Yeah, just roll.
All right. That is a 90.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Okay.
We're really good at rolling.
Mhm.
Yeah. If it was D&D, that'd be really good.
That would be. Yeah, that's what I keep thinking. I'm like, yeah. Oh wait.
Yeah, this is the local Zeppelin. This is not D&D.
Yeah. So,
And then another Hindenburg happened.
Oh god.
yeah, then the bar catches on
The
fire.
bar
and you
catches
die
on
at the
fire
end.
and burns to the ground with everyone inside.
Yeah, and then you die. So, due to your long day, you're feeling pretty tired, and
Okay.
you decide, let's go ahead and have some extra drinks.
I could use
Oh
them.
no.
Yeah, and then you get a little bit more
Shots.
drunk than you intended.
I buy a round of
not...
shots for my girls.
Hmm?
I buy a round of shots for my girls.
Okay. Yeah. So you get a little bit more drunk. You're not shit-faced, but you're clearly not 100%. You know what I
That's
mean?
good.
You're just a little bit above the buzz.
I do have some rum if I should go get this and get in character.
No. It's not going to last that long.
Oh.
Because then it'd just be fucking annoying. No offense. So, the girls drink it on up, and you have a grand old time
Of course.
at the local Zeppelin.
The local Zeppelin.
And so the time comes to leave, or the time to leave comes, and do you want to leave as a group?
Oh, of course.
Okay,
At least in groups of 2. You don't walk New York City at 9, 10 at night alone.
Buddy
especially not when you're
system.
drunk.
As us.
Yeah,
Mm.
busty. Buddy system, just like socks. So you leave with one of your friends. We'll say Marsha. We'll say you leave with
Marcy. That works.
Yeah, you leave with Marsha. And as you're walking down the street, you leave the local Zeppelin, and it comes to the point where you get you head to like a taxi stop.
Yeah.
Or like a bus stop. And you see Mr. Uglyface.
I knew it.
Yeah, and he's just kind of there, and he sees you walking up, and he stands up, and he doesn't come off as threatening. He actually seems pretty apologetic. He says, "Hey, ma'am, I'm sorry for the way I acted in there. I had a little bit much to drink. So I just wanted to apologize for my behavior. They threw me out. I couldn't get back in, and I couldn't apologize, so I had to wait. So I just wanted to apologize for the way I behaved. It wasn't good."
I'll lightly touch his arm and just be like, "It's all right, hon. It's okay. I just have a reputation to keep up. Me and my girls, we're well known in there. We attract a certain type of gentleman, and I'm afraid you're just not that type."
I'm surprised
Yeah,
you're
no.
that coherent.
Huh?
Sorry.
Nothing.
We attract a certain type of gentleman, and you're just not that type.
That's fine. I understand. I'm not that type of gentleman for anybody. But regardless, just wanted to apologize. And then he walks off.
What a nice man.
And then you and Marsha, you kind of, since you're at the bus stop, Marsha doesn't live in the same area as you, so you're fairly close to the local Zeppelin. That's why it's your favorite bar, because it's pretty close, and it's also a nice place. Mm-hmm. So she gets on the bus stop. She have a safe night.
You too, Marsha.
And then she gets on the bus, drives off, and then you're left to walk.
Okay.
And so you walk. You live about I want to say 2 blocks away. It's not that far. Yeah. So you start walking, and then all of a sudden you start to hear the sounds of a commotion, like a trash can falling over, like a cat down in an alleyway.
Classic, all right.
Stock sounds. I hear them. I know them anywhere.
Yeah, right. So you hear some sounds down an alleyway, and you hear like that's what you hear. So
I just keep walking. I don't care how drunk I am. I've lived here long enough to ignore that.
okay, so
That's
you
fair.
keep on walking, and then you make it. Well, let's see that kind of alleyway. That was about halfway through
Mhm.
one of the blocks. Go ahead and give me a listen roll.
Oh man, I'm not good at listening. Mama never taught me how to listen. I got a 34, but I've got a 25% listen.
Shit.
Oh.
Okay. Then you don't hear anything other than the city.
Ignorance is bliss.
It is. It really is.
Okay. And then you so you continue walking and you make it home safely.
Oh, nice and easy.
Yeah.
Just like me.
And so I take it you'll want to head up and go to bed.
Oh
Something
yeah,
like
I head upstairs. I unlock it, close the door, make sure to lock it. Because if you don't, you're a dead man.
that. Or
And
woman.
or woman, I don't judge.
Yeah.
I pour myself a nice little cup of wine.
Okay. Another
And I,
Jesus.
Fucking
I,
drunk.
sit that down. I pull out a cigarette, light that, and just kind of sit there, enjoying myself
Until you doze off.
until I doze off.
Okay. Okay, so now Marcus. It is back to where let's see. We're gonna be going back in time a little bit.
Okay.
It's about 7, 8. By this time you've set up your Zeppelin flight.
Okay, good.
What would you like to do? Is there anything you'd like?
That's a good question.
If not, you can just go to bed early. You could just do some research if you want.
That's true. That's true. But I would have to go to the local library to do that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes, yes, but I mean, you know what? Actually, since I didn't find anything in my notes, I would like to go to the local library and see if I can find anything on the phenomena that I read about.
Okay. So, you head downstairs, and you hail a taxi. And this is an area that doesn't have as much traffic.
Okay.
So hailing a taxi is not actually the worst.
Okay.
It's like, hey, sir, how's it going? Where would you like to go?
Well, my good sir, I would love to visit the library around here. Could you get me there?
Yeah, absolutely, sir. Go ahead and get on in.
All right. I do so.
And so you get in the taxi and you start driving.
Mhm.
And he's like, now you do know that are you from around here or no?
No, I came with the archaeological conference.
Ah, I see. Interesting stuff. And he's just kind of humoring you.
Of course, yeah. He's a taxi driver. It's cool.
Yeah, exactly. But I just wanted to let you know that the library. What time is it? About 7? Something.
Somewhere around 7, between 7 and 8. I don't
library closes at about 9.
Oh,
so you might not have a whole ton of time.
That's fine. That's fine.
Just wanted to let you know.
Thank you, sir. I do appreciate this.
Yeah, so he lets you know that, and then you guys kind of talk about just like random shit. It's like, the weather, blah blah blah.
Yeah, shooting shit.
So you get there, and thank you for your business, sir. That'll be $2.
Oh, absolutely. I give him 4.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's much appreciated.
Yeah, we had some great conversation.
Yes, we did. Well, you have a safe read.
And you have a lovely drive, sir.
Thank you. Have a good night. And then he drives off.
Okay.
And so you are standing in front of the library. It's a big, large, gigantic, enormous, huge.
Every adjective known to man.
Every adjective that involves a big size.
Yes, of course.
So you're standing in front of the library. It's very large, made of brick, and up at the top, there are minarets, and there's actual gargoyles and shit up there. It's quite an old library. It's been here for a long time.
Good. Well, then, of course, I would rub my hands expectantly and enter the library.
Okay. And you see a you head into the library, and it's quite a large not amphitheater, but quite a large foyer.
Mm.
And you head inside, and making your way through the entrance, you come up to like a front desk, or it's not so much a desk. It's a desk in how like banks have those kinds of desks where they are like glass and shit, and like bars.
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah, it's kind of like that. So you come up, and there's one of the, I guess it would just be a librarian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come up, you meet, you see a librarian. It's like, oh, welcome. You're here a little bit late tonight, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Is it a man or a woman?
It is a man.
Okay. Yes, sir. I am.
Yes. So now, what can I help you find?
Well, I was just hoping to do some research. I read this article in the paper today, and I was wondering if there's ever been any sort of account of this in any of the historical books, or really anything.
Oh, well, I didn't happen to get a paper today. I've been working all day. What was it about?
Ah, well, I described to him the entire article. In fact, taking out the article itself and placing it in front of him so that he can read it.
Okay. So he looks it over, and he like puts his hand, kind of holds his head.
Mhm.
He's like, and he's like, he actually goes like completely silent for about like 30 full seconds, just kind of thinking. And and then he looks up,
Mhm.
and the only thing I could think of would be something from like the scriptures.
Oh.
But that doesn't really, I know that's not what you want to hear.
Well, if you don't mind, I could peruse a bit and see if I can find something myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
If you head down the right, go down the right hallway,
Mhm.
and then you're going to want to take a left and then another right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. And he hands you back the the article.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Put it back in my bag. All right.
So, you go ahead and there's the big opening area, the desk, and then there's a hallway down to the left and a hallway down to the right. So, you can head down the hallway to the right.
I would love to. I will follow this man's direction.
Yeah, so you basically just follow the man's directions. You go down to the right, you take the first left, and then you take the first right.
Yes.
And then you end up you don't end up. You come to a large oaken door.
Oh.
Yes, and across from this one, there is another door just like it that leads into another room. But yeah.
Okay. Well, then I would open the door.
Okay, you open the door, and you go in the room, and it's very well furnished. All the bookcases are like red cherry.
Splendid.
It's like lit with candlelight, and well, actually, it's not lit with candlelight. There's like a chandelier up there, and chandelier. There's a big chandelier up there, and there are unlit candles and lit candles. There are candles, to provide light, and then there's candles for you to actually light yourself and have your own light.
Of course, yes.
And so, now the room is very well furnished. However, there's not a whole ton of books in this room. As opposed to some of the rooms that you passed by, the doors were still open. There were people in there. You would assume that some of those rooms had like upwards of 700, maybe a couple thousand books.
Oh.
This room has more like 200 to 400 books.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And so, I think you know what I'm going to want you to do.
Yeah, library use.
Yeah, go ahead and
library use. I have a 95% chance for this.
Right.
Wait, I thought you said it was 85.
No, that was for the occult.
Oh.
And that's only 80.
Yeah, only.
Yes, yeah. I have a lot of points. I decided to make myself rather good at some things.
At some things, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I get a 91. Woo!
Wow, Jesus.
Close.
Barely make it. And actually, I'm not sure if you can have a 90, but we'll do that.
Oh, I thought you said a 99 was the max you could do.
I know, but I don't know if you can start with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So regardless, you have a normal success, and you begin looking through the books, and you come across things that would. You come across accounts of, people performing, healing.
Mhm.
However, it's not exactly the same type of healing that was described in this article. The healing is more or less like miraculous reactions to normal treatments. Some of them were old historical treatments, with like potions and herbs and stuff like
Right.
that. But from what you can deduce, there's nothing in the library that really points to this sort of, for lack of a better word, magical healing that you're seeing going on here. The only thing that really even compares is really the scriptures,
Right.
with God restoring sight to a blind man. And, helping people like that.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, as far as you can find, there doesn't seem to be anything quite like this.
Okay. Is there any spare paper around that I can use to like make notes?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Then I would love to make some notes, which I do have craft notes if you
craft notes.
Yeah, I figured, maybe make them a little bit better than usual notes.
What do you mean craft notes?
Oh, I mean, there's a craft option, and I was like, I don't really have a thing to do with this craft or anything. I had points, man. I had so many points.
Yeah, you really did. You get out your paper mill, and you begin to make parchment now.
Okay.
You whip an entire paper factory out of your pocket.
If you would like, I can roll to see, because I have a 45 for craft.
Okay, yeah,
notes.
Go ahead and roll
right.
crafting, or your craft, your arts and crafts.
Damn it, 73.
Oh shit, man, you guys are getting shit rolls tonight.
Dude, it's real good. I hate it.
I know.
My dice are like, we're playing D&D, right?
Yeah, right.
No.
So, you whip out some crafting materials, and you just can't get the combination for that pickaxe. You kind of forgot it. You just don't remember how to make a damn pickaxe.
Yeah,
but yeah,
feather.
You try to make it. You try to dress up like a simple note, but there are just some simple, dexterity mistakes that you make, and it winds up being just kind of meh. And so you probably just discard it, right?
I'll take a regular note then.
Okay. Okay. So you take a regular note and you jot down all the important details, like essentially that there's not really anything like this that's ever happened before, at least not that's been documented.
Yeah. Obviously noting the things that are similar, but like that could have been mistaken for like embellishment of a paper, of course.
Yes, exactly. Kind of like how you just failed to do. Hey-o!
Yeah!
Try to embellish paper and you fuck up.
It's okay. This is how I wrote my articles that were published.
I made them myself. Oh, man. Okay. So you finish jotting down all your notes.
Yeah.
And you actually hear footsteps down the hallway. And before you actually finish writing everything, you hear the voice of the librarian said, "Hey, excuse me, sir. Just to let you know, we're gonna be closing soon. So
yes,
ask you to leave at some point."
Oh yes, sorry. I've just finished actually.
Not a problem, sir. I was just letting you know we're gonna be closing soon. Not quite yet. But,
okay.
But yeah.
Thank
anyway, you have a nice night.
You too.
And so I take it you just leave.
Yeah, there's not really much point unless I want to like look for any new occultish books, maybe.
You can go ahead and try.
I would love to. Library use?
Let me see here.
Or occult.
Actually, yeah, do an occult.
Okay. 21.
Nice. Okay, so now wait, what was your occult?
80 flat.
Okay, so that would be an extreme success.
Hell yeah.
because if you get half of 80, it's hard to get
Am the best.
below that. Okay, so somehow, just out of a bolt of lightning, you shoot, or not shoot. You sit bolt upright, and you just look directly at a bookcase, and somehow you know that there's something you don't quite know in that bookcase. And so you walk on over there, and is there like a look roll? Okay, yeah, here we go.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead and give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Damn it. Fuck. That's a 97.
Woo!
Jesus.
Ooh.
Okay.
Again, the dice.
Yeah, the dice think you're playing D&D. Okay, then. That is a botch.
Damn it.
Yeah. So, let's see here.
I had such a
How do
good roll before then, too.
I know, right? But you were close. And here's the thing. Just because you don't find it this time doesn't mean you can't find it.
Oh, yes, of course, but I must be off by... Wait, when am I leaving?
When do you want to leave?
Well,
I mean, you were the one who set up the flight.
That's true. Probably as soon as possible.
Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but here's the thing. When do you know when you would have wanted to leave tomorrow? Would you have wanted to leave?
Probably midday.
Okay. So then if you wake up early, you might have a chance to swing by here
true.
and try again.
That's true.
But anyway, so I still okay, here we go. So you reach toward the bookcase, you're kind of, you're kind of letting your finger hover in front of books, just kind of like reading the titles and like, just kind of examining them. And you see one that, looks pretty interesting. You see one that has a very old look to it. It's not really made out of the same material. It's not like it looks almost like a handwritten manuscript.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you go to pull it out, and on accident, because it's very old, you accidentally rip the spine off.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you're just kind of standing there with the spine in your hand.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. So now you are
deep
alone
shame.
in the room.
Oh, deep shame.
You are alone in the room. Now I'll let you decide how to handle this.
Oh god. There's no. Okay. Probably hide it.
Okay, go ahead and
I don't
hide.
really.
Oh, no.
Fuck
Actually, roll conceal.
Conceal. Okay, that's fine.
Roll conceal.
Oh, dice be with me. Dude, 10. I have a conceal of 15%. Oh.
Okay, you have your sheet, correct?
I do, yes.
Check your conceal.
Oh, yes, I will.
Yeah, check your conceal. Now, actually, sorry. What others? Were there any other skills that you've used except for library use and occult? I don't believe so.
Not at the moment, no.
Yeah, you never used any skills other than occult and library use up until now.
No, not yet.
Or at least you haven't succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you fucked up the spot hidden.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, check your conceal.
Okay.
Because that was really good. Okay. You managed to put the spine of the book back, like with the spine, or back with the rest of the pages.
I was hoping.
Huh?
I was hoping that was what was gonna happen.
Yeah, so you're basically just gonna replace it. And well, here's the thing: it's not secured in any way, and it's not really made out of the same book material, so it's kind of flimsy.
I get you.
Yeah. So, you put it back in its place, and you also kind of tilt some other books to hold it in place. So, yeah. Now let me do one thing here.
Uh,
Okay.
I make a mental note of where that book is.
You can probably just write it down, actually. if you
Yeah, I
want.
probably would. Just make a little side note.
Yeah. Okay. So after ripping the book in half, you proceed to leave the library, doing your best to not look flustered and terrified at your mistake. This is already so fucking good.
I love that. Oh.
Okay. So, you haven't really gleaned much other than the fact that it's something you've never seen.
Right, yeah. So in that case, I would probably head back to
just
my
head back
room.
to the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tracy, you're probably sleeping off a hangover at the moment, or not really.
Right.
Actually, you didn't get that drunk.
Right. Yeah, I have experience. I don't know how to handle a hangover.
Yeah. So the both of you are back in your rooms, and you guys sleep.
Yay.
And you sleep, and you sleep, and then
Like a
it is
rock.
morning. What time do you guys want to wake up?
Oh, I probably don't work till like 7 or 8 p.m.
So you
Sure.
sleep until 7 or 8 p.m.?
No. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'll probably wake up at
Actually, wait a minute. Hang on. We'll come back to you, Brogan.
Okay.
Alexa, what time do you want to wake up?
Wait. Obviously, I would wake up at 9 a.m. as my
Okay.
body is accustomed to, so I could get to the university for my classes at 10.
Okay. And so, since you're here for the conference,
Yes.
you don't have to do that, but you're still
Mm-mm.
awake. Do
still
you
wake
want to
up
head back
soon.
to the library?
Oh, God, yeah, I would.
Okay. So, you head back to the library. You pay another like $2 fare to another taxi,
Okay.
and this one was considerably more rude
Yeah, well,
because it's morning, guy. Why do you want to go to the library?
fair
Do you wanna-
enough. Yeah.
Fun. It's a day off. Not my
Yeah.
day off, but
Yes,
But
well,
anyway.
research. And...
Ugh, sounds terrible. Anyway, you have a nice enough day.
You as
then-
well.
Like, drives off
Yeah,
because he's an asshole.
that's fine. That's fine.
And so you're at the library at let's say like 9:30 a.m. Or well, no,
Okay.
it wouldn't have taken that long. More like 9:20, something like that,
Okay.
because of traffic. Now, Tracy, we're
Yeah.
going back in time for you.
Okay.
You were awoken rather unceremoniously
Oh.
by the sound of sirens.
Oh.
And they're speaking up in a megaphone at you, and Tracy, you're under arrest. No. That would have sucked, actually.
Campaign over.
Yeah, campaign over, you're dead. You go to jail, and then you get shanked in jail and you're dead. So, you're awoken to, like, police sirens, and you look over, and you moan and groan, because you notice that it's about... They had clocks, right? Of course they had clocks.
Yeah, they have like antique clocks and all that shit.
They had, like...
Analog.
Yeah,
They'll
they
have a
didn't
clock.
They didn't have, like, digital clocks. They
No,
just had,
God, no.
Yeah, no, that's like the 90s.
Yeah,
Actually, that is the 90s.
they're
Anyway.
basically. Yeah.
So you look at the clock and you notice that it's like 5:45 in the goddamn morning.
Ooh.
Why does
Yeah.
this happen?
Yeah, and then you try to lay your head back and try to fall asleep, but these sirens just won't go away. If anything, more have shown up.
I flip my covers over and walk to the window and rip the curtains open.
Okay. You rip the curtains open. You see a whole bunch of cop cars, whole bunch of cops, whole bunch of angry people, kind of stumbling out of the apartment building, asking what the hell is going on. Go ahead and give me a listen.
Oh god, we both know I'm not a good listener. I prefer
Yeah,
talk.
but he wasn't good at concealing, and he still did it.
Yeah.
60.
Oh.
Huh?
60.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go downstairs and ask him myself.
Okay. So, you don't hear anything, and you head downstairs, and you see the the apartment, like kind of like the landlord. He lives on like the ground floor.
Yeah.
And he's like standing there, he's like, "Ugh, God, what are these guys doing here? I
I was
already
hoping you knew.
Huh?
I was hoping you knew why they were here.
No, I just woke. Well, I didn't wake up. I was woken up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll find out later because it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with us. Otherwise, they would bash that.
Hey, maybe it doesn't have much to do with you, but I need to look good for my job. I need my sleep.
Yeah. So, if you want to, you can head on out, see what they're doing. But I'm probably just gonna go and I'm just gonna go. And so he kind of, it's like hand over his face, rubbing his eyes, and kind of just grumbling, goes back inside of his, his quarters.
Fucking Joey.
Not his dimes though, just his quarters.
Right, of course.
All right, I'm stepping outside. I'm looking for a cop or anyone who looks like they know what's going on.
Okay, and what did you say you were wearing?
Oh, I'm probably just in a night. Well, actually, I probably fell asleep in my clothes from
Yeah,
last night.
that's a good point. You probably fell asleep just in your clothing.
Gross.
I probably have like a skirt and like a nice-ish shirt.
Okay.
I probably had a sweater, but I probably wasn't wearing that at that point.
Okay, then in that case, yeah, you probably you went out with the sweater, but you probably took it off when you got home.
Exactly.
If that's the case, then you stumble out. Well, you don't stumble outside. You're fairly awake now. You walk outside, and as soon as you walk out, the breeze hits you, and you just because you're not wearing heavy clothing. You're just wearing.
Yeah. Well, I'm awake now.
Yeah. So the little gust of breeze kind of wakes you up a bit, and you walk outside, and there's cops are like trying to get people to go back inside, and they're trying to get people to they're trying to ask questions while at the same time trying to get people to go back inside because they didn't mean to disturb anybody.
I like push my way through the crowd. I'm guessing there's like a police line, like tape and stuff.
Not quite. There's just there's two cop cars, and there's about 3 cops, and they're just kind of questioning people and then advising them to go back inside.
Wait, I thought you said there was so many sirens. There's only 2 cars?
Well, all I said was that there are more.
Sounds like there's more.
Yeah, it sounded like there were more sirens, so there's 2 cop cars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. I'm walking up to the cop. I'm getting answers.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
Good evening. Good morning, ma'am. Sorry about the the disturbance.
This isn't morning. This is the middle of the night.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Well, regardless, we're sorry about this, but where were you earlier yesterday?
What time? I've been in my bed for the last 6 hours until you freaks woke me up.
I know, but I mean before that. Yesterday, where were you?
I don't know, the bar?
The local Zeppelin.
Of course, what other fucking bar do you think someone like me would go to?
When were you there?
I was there last night, probably 6 to 9. I pull out a cigarette and light it.
And then he takes out a notepad and kind of writes some information down. And he turns to one of the other cops and he's murmuring, is how. And
Look,
the other guy.
I didn't do anything that would involve you freaks.
And now that he's doing that, go ahead and give me another listen roll.
Why the hell am I coughing so much?
Death.
53.
Oh.
53?
53. Terrible.
I think you're going. Oh man, if only you rolled a 0, it's you try to listen and your eardrums explode.
Oh god.
Isn't that 100? You mean?
Huh?
Isn't that 100? You mean? Because 0 is
good.
Oh
yeah. You roll 100, and then see now I'm
exactly D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't 0 on these? Isn't that 100? And then
yes.
The lowest you can get.
Oh,
is
that's
1.
True. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
0 is 100, and 1 is 1.
Yeah, that's right.
So okay, the guy turns to his partner or one of the other cops. I don't know if.
Sorry.
He turns to one of the other cops and starts mumbling.
Okay.
And the other one kind of steps forwards. Ma'am, would you be able to come with us? Actually, not to the station, but we need you to come with us.
Where is come with you? I want to go back to bed.
It's not far. It's just about a block away.
Well, it takes us 5 minutes to get there. We're there for 30 minutes. We're talking. Then we go to the station. I know how it goes with you freaks. I just want to go back to bed. So can you turn the frickin' sirens off?
Somebody hates cops.
Let's
I
see.
just hate
here.
anyone who wakes me up in the morning.
That's fair.
Go ahead and roll a persuade.
Oh god. Alright. A11.
Oh wow. What is
Ooh.
your persuade?
65.
Okay then. And then the cop, turns to his partner, and the other guy just kind of shrugs and shakes his head, and he's like, "Well, all right. So, I guess go ahead and head back upstairs. Sorry to have disturbed you." And then
Thank you.
everybody, they kind of dissipate, and
I just
you
want to
know.
like yell, yeah, you're welcome, everybody. I told you were lucky to have me in your building.
and then everybody just kind of goes like, "Yeah, whatever," because everybody's fucking tired and pissed.
Everyone's so pissed off.
Yeah. So the cops turn the sirens off. They haven't been going this whole, but they turn the lights off and they drive down. Drive down to where they were gesturing they would take you. And you head back upstairs and you head back to sleep.
Finally. I'm sleeping in today. I said I'm sleeping in today.
Yeah. Okay. So now, Marcus, go to the library, you son of a bitch.
In the library.
Okay. It's like, "Good morning again, sir." Oh, actually, no, it probably wouldn't be the same guy.
No problem. I mean,
yeah. It's another guy, but it's not the same guy.
All right.
Like, "Good
Does
morning,
he
sir.
look
Welcome
like
to
the same man, though?
No, the other guy was young.
Oh.
Other guy was young. This one's a bit older. Not too old, not like
My age?
ancient, but he's like 40.
Yeah,
like that.
my age. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like, "Good morning, sir. Welcome to the library. Could I help you find anything?"
Yes, I was actually here last night. I was hoping to go back and research a bit more. You see, I came to research this article from the paper yesterday.
And then you hand it to him.
Yeah, and I would explain it again and go.
Yeah,
and
like, "Oh."
your associate from the evening shift, I assume, appointed me in the correct direction, and I basically know where to go now. But
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I read that article yesterday too, as well. And actually, I had a bit of an inkling about about what it might have been about. And so, you said you already got directions to the room you're headed to.
yes,
correct?
yes,
Is it right, left, right?
yes.
I headed to that same room as well, and I did notice something. There was a bookshelf.
Ah.
About what time were you here last night?
Oh, late. I couldn't be sure. It was before closing. That's.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, just be careful. It seems as though somebody may have damaged a book.
Oh, dear lord, who could?
Yeah, It's a bit unfortunate. That was a relatively old volume, but for the moment we've taken it and we are repairing it at the moment. So
okay.
hopefully
Restoration.
that wasn't a book you were too interested in, because it'll probably take a few days for us to fully. I'm so sorry about that.
That's all right. A few days, you say?
Yes, because it was a fairly old book. It's difficult to work with. Pages are very fragile, and well, the spine was fragile as well. So.
Oh dear. Well, I'm sort of a enthusiast in restoring books. Do you think I could sit in and watch a little bit on its restoration?
Could I maybe see some ID first?
Oh yes, of course. I'm, and I show him Marcus Williams, PhD in archaeology and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're from that conference that was here the other day.
Yes, I am.
It shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Oh,
okay, then come with me.
Oh, splendid.
He gestures from another person, from behind the counter, or like in that little office area, to kind of like take his place in the greeting window. And he walks off to the left, and he unlocks a door next to the office. Yeah. He's like, "Please come in."
Yeah.
And you go in, and he goes back to another office, or not really another office, but he gestures towards another door, and you walk towards it, and he opens it, and it's in almost kind of like a receiving area for like the mail and things.
Yeah.
And so you go through the receiving area, and you go through one more, and there's a large metal table and lots of books and like glass cases for like some like artifacts and older, more delicate books.
Okay.
And the book is there on the table, spine ripped, and the pages are the pages are all in a stack because it wasn't obviously you didn't rip it up into pieces.
Of course, yeah.
You ripped the spine off.
Such a tragedy.
Yes, truly was. Although at least the damage wasn't terrible. It's just the spine came off, and we can easily fix that. And worst case scenario, we could just reprint it.
True.
We could transcribe it onto something a bit more resilient, shall I say? Get a bit of a chuckle out of that.
I see.
So, he takes the spine and kind of like opens it and sees how much of the actual text of the book is on the pages that are still attached to the spine, and how much is still in the pages.
Okay.
And he begins to work on it.
Yeah, as he's doing so, do you think I could look over his shoulder and kind of like maybe make notes to like look like I'm making notes on how he's performing putting the book together, but like
let's see. Go ahead and do a let's see. I guess just go ahead and give me a library use.
Okay. Fucking I'm down with that. Does a 40 do anything for you?
Yeah, you said yours at like a 90?
95.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, we're gonna say you have an 80 for now.
Okay, I can, yeah.
Yeah, so that's still fine. It's still a hard success.
Yeah.
So, while he's working on it, he kind of, like sees you taking notes next to him. He doesn't even think anything of it.
Okay.
And then, he's looking through the pages, and he's flipping through, and then all of a sudden, he comes across a very strange page.
Ooh.
Because the page is nearly blank.
Okay.
All it is it's a nearly blank page, and up in the bottom left-hand corner of the page, there's a circle, a relatively large circle, a perfect circle, with many smaller circles inside of it.
Oh.
Okay. And, he looks at it, it's like, what is this all about? Huh.
Oh.
Whatever.
Do I recognize the symbol in any way?
No, you do not. It's not a symbol you've ever come across.
All right, then I definitely make him a note of that.
Yes. You can actually, if you want to, you can draw it.
What did you say it looked like?
It's a circle with many smaller circles inside of it. That's all it is. Okay. It's actually really simple.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay. And so he looks it over. It's like, I wonder what happened with this page. I wonder if there was some sort of error. And then he, goes about continuing to fix the book. And then, looking through the rest of the book, there's one other thing that, that's noticed, and it's a diagram of, well, not really a diagram. It's kind of like a handwritten picture of a skeleton.
Oh.
Someone holding their hand, like someone standing next to it holding a hand over it. And then the skeleton stands. So it's almost like a cave painting where it's a skeleton on the ground, someone standing over him holding a hand up in the next image, and then the skeleton stands up. Yeah, so it's a collection of 3 images.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this ring any bells?
Well, it rings a bell in that you remember that in that article from the other day,
Mhm.
that every time that priest was healing, he had to lay hands upon
Truth.
the person and the injury.
Very true. Very true. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd make note of that, of course.
Yeah. And
Are
then
my wait? Are my notes beautiful? I need to roll it. I need to roll it. Nope, 71. All right, regular
okay,
notes.
so they're about average.
God damn.
Yeah, they're not like fucking they're not Oscar worthy notes.
No, they're not an article worthy note.
Yeah, no, they're not article worthy notes.
Damn.
So you notice those two things, the circle with circles,
Yes.
and that that collection of paintings. Or drawings, not really paintings. And then, you go through the rest of the book, or the guy goes through the rest of the book, and there's nothing really else worth noting down.
Okay.
And he says, what a strange book. I can't say I've ever read this one, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to put it back together. And then if you want to come back when we're finished, I could send you a telegram.
Oh, yes, that would be splendid, yes.
Or actually, you know what? I don't know. You said you were Marcus Williams, correct?
Yes.
Will you be back at the university? Or no?
Hopefully, yes. I do have a trip that I need to take soon, but afterwards I will be.
Okay. Well, how about this then? Just in case your trip takes longer than expected, he takes out like a small note and like writes some information down. Go ahead and take this. This is our address and like some of our telegram information. You could send us a telegraph whenever you'd be interested in coming back to visit.
Splendid. I would love to. Yes.
And whenever you send that telegram, whenever you decide to, let them know that this is out of character. Hang on.
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck's this guy's name? See what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's fine. Don't worry about
it. Fuck. What's his name? Shit.
For the library. Hey man, if you need to, just look up a name generator.
Yeah, I'll do that actually.
Real quick, yeah.
Yeah. That really helps actually.
Yeah, dude. It's really helpful.
It kind of breaks the atmosphere.
No. It's fine. It's like an ad-libbed campaign. I don't care. I understand it and I expect it.
Okay.
Like I've done the same thing. It's so fine. Let me just write down.
No.
Librarian. I will keep a note of names. By the way, what was the name of the character that asked what for my help?
Oh, Jesse Fields.
Jesse Fields. Okay. Jesse.
Oh shit. Oh wait a minute.
I will keep
good.
actual notes for this.
Yeah.
Asked for.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
So let me know when you're done taking notes.
I'm ready.
Okay. So he gave you the note. Oh yeah. Whenever you decide to send the telegram, be sure you add in that a Noah Eastman was letting you was the one who authorized you to come and revisit this book.
Fantastic. Splendid indeed. Thank you so much, Mr. Eastman.
Not a problem. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
No, your demonstration has been quite revealing of what I wanted. Thank you.
Not a problem. Okay. And so I guess he'll have you, like you'll escort you out of the kind of restoration room,
yes.
and then you're going to be back in like the foyer.
Yeah. So at that point, I will want to leave and go get ready to have my trip happen soon.
Okay. So you get in a taxi, you hail a taxi, and you head back to your hotel room, get all your shit ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Brogan.
So
it is now Let's see. Since you woke up at 5, let's say you woke up. What would be like a normal time to wake up?
I was gonna say I was gonna wake up at 10, but because of the intrusion, I'm sleeping until 11.
Okay. Actually, I would have done 12.
Nah, I got stuff to do.
Okay. Mm,
I'm a busy woman.
Bangs and stuff.
what the fuck? What is with these fucking names?
I'm gonna make an omelet.
Gottselin Morton Baxter.
Nice.
He's my uncle.
Wilhelm Oliver Omidra.
I like it. I like it.
Otmar T-Peen Johnson. What the
Swear to
fuck?
God, people had better names in the past.
Okay. So, let's see here. Here we go. This is a lot better. French. Because I can actually choose.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Okay. So, Brogan, you said you were making an omelet.
Making an omelet.
Okay.
Not necessarily good at it, but there's definitely gonna be egg.
Okay, go ahead and roll a craft.
I don't. Well, how about I roll a disguise and make it look like an omelet?
Nope.
I was
Roll,
gonna say,
craft.
craft at base is 5%. Oh, God.
I got a 39.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Then you make an acceptable omelet.
Okay.
Good.
It's not bad. It's not good.
It's probably just egg and cheese.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just egg and cheese. Nothing.
That's all I need. What
Yeah.
else does a woman need? I also pour a cup of wine.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's a good going. It pairs well with the omelet. What? You judging me?
A little bit.
I don't like to be judged.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're a son of a bitch.
Wow, thanks God.
Yeah.
I sip my wine down and enjoy my omelet.
Okay. So, you sip your wine down and enjoy your omelet. And, since you failed your craft, you get food poisoning and die. No.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
In the
okay.
afterlife.
Life is for pussies. Anyway. Fine, up here on the spirit plane. Have you seen that?
No, but that
Oh,
sounds like something I know.
It's Key and Peele. It's the proud thug. Anyway,
Gotcha.
so you eat your food and you drink your liquid, and you decide to what do you do?
All right. Well, I'm thinking. I've got work in like 7 or 8 hours.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'll go shopping. I can just walk around, get my exercise in. Gotta
Okay.
keep myself looking good.
Okay. You oh boy, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so you get all your shit ready, and you get your shit ready, and then you head downstairs and you leave your apartment building. And you notice immediately that there's quite a large group of people down near the down towards like the left, the left end of the block, 1 block down.
Like where the alley was.
Yep.
All right. Now that it's daytime and there's lots of people, I'll go check it out.
Okay. You walk down there. There is in fact a police line.
Oh, good.
And you can what would you like to do now that you're near the crowd? You can see the police line. You can see some cops like holding people back, not because they're like trying to rush in, but just because they're curious onlookers.
I'm a curious onlooker too. I'll push my way through the crowd.
Okay. You make your way up through the crowd, and the whole area is blocked off for a considerable distance. As in, like, they have the blockage up, like, almost further out than the entrance of the alley.
Gonna need some fiber to clear out that blockage.
Yeah, right. So,
Sorry.
apple juice, best way.
Yeah. Anyway.
And it's the most delicious way. Anyway, so you come up to there, and there are a pair of cops, standing at the police line. They're like, "Please stand back. Don't come any further. You really don't want to see this. Believe me when I say you don't want to see this." And they're like, no, show us. We want to see it. We're not, And then, it's like, sir, please stand back. It's like typical cop shit. And you give me a spot hidden.
Spot hidden? It's a skill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Nat 25. Hey, 10.
Oh, shit. Okay, That's a hard
Nice.
success. That's a hard success. Well done. As you are, you're in the crowd, and you're, kind of like standing on your tiptoes, like trying to look around, not causing a scene, but you're just trying to, you're trying to, curious, you want to see. And you happen to, you happen to look right as a cop is like walking around back there, and he just happens to walk out of your line of sight, and you see a considerable amount of blood splattered on a wall.
Oh, good. That's lovely.
Yeah. And one of the cops comes up, and he notices you, and you recognize him just barely as one of the cops from earlier this morning. It's like, oh, hey, good morning, ma'am. He comes on over. It's like, so you finally decided to come down, huh?
I mean, I had to get out and do stuff today. I just saw the commotion and thought I'd check out the hubbub, sweetheart.
Yeah. So, would you mind, he gestures to one of the cops there, and he actually, he like, kind of looks at him. He looks at the other cop, and he kind of gives him are you serious? Look. And he's like, okay. And he actually allows you to come forward. Would you like to do so?
Oh.
I'd like to ask what do I have to do with any of this? Like, I was just gonna go shopping. I was just curious.
I think you'll see. You'll know. You're gonna find out sooner or later, but it'd be faster this way.
Okay, I'll play along.
Okay.
I'll step forward.
So you come on in, and the cop from earlier in the morning, he kind of leads you through the crime scene, and you round a corner, like behind a dumpster. You saw the spattered blood up above the wall, like on the wall above the dumpster.
Yeah.
So he takes you around behind the dumpster, or not quite behind the dumpster. He says, I would mentally prepare myself. It's not pretty.
Then why are you showing me?
Because it's better this way, because you knew the victim.
Hey?
Yeah, you knew the victim, and we'd like to ask you some questions while we have you here. We're not going to be taking you down to the station because it's clear, and he looks you up and down. It's clear that you weren't involved. It's clear.
Okay. I'm just
And
so confused.
And so, you round the corner, and let's see here. Let me take a look at something. Go ahead and give me. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter all that much. Okay, so you round the corner, and in front of you, you've never seen this much blood. Never in your life.
Not even at the end of the month?
Huh?
No. I made a period joke. Go on.
Yeah. I thought that's what it was going to be. So you round the corner, and you see one of your friends from the bar. And she is she is about split in half. Almost.
Ooh.
Like,
is it Masha?
Huh?
It's not Masha, is it?
No, she got on the bus and left.
Good. Masha's mine.
Yeah. So, she's about split in half all the way up to about her rib cage. So, like, from like her genital area, all the way up to her rib cage, she's like split in half.
Ugh.
Give me a sanity roll.
Oh fuck. Okay. So what do I roll for that?
You just roll your D100, and you want to get underneath your sanity.
My SAN 55.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to get under 55.
35. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
53. Oh, 53. It's still under. Okay.
Yes, you're fine. Okay.
Nice.
So like you cover your mouth and like you kind of like hold back a like an instinctive like dry heave at at seeing one of your dancing friends that you like you saw her last night.
Yeah.
And
Depressing.
yeah. And you remember that this was the same alley that you walked by that you heard sounds coming from.
Oh.
Like the sounds of commotion.
Okay.
So she's like split in half as if she was as if she sat on a buzzsaw.
Sorry.
Like if she sat on a huge buzzsaw and it went all the way up to her ribs.
Okay.
Yeah. So so the cop lets you see that, and then he's reaction, he kind of quickly like steps in front of you and like, you know, kind of shuffles you away so you don't have to keep seeing it.
Good job, fucking cop.
Thanks for
Terrible
showing
procedure.
Well, this is like nothing we've ever seen before. And
Clearly. That doesn't just happen. Did you catch the guy last night while you were here? Did you actually do something?
We got the call about 2-3 hours after it happened, so we don't know. We're looking. But we wanted to know if you saw anything suspicious last night. We know that you spent time with her at the bar. It's clear you didn't do that. Because you were...
Sure I don't have an extra buzzsaw lying around in my apartment? You need to search me?
No. But we know that you knew her. We knew that you were friends. We wanted to know if you... we wanted to know if you saw anything interesting or anything at all. And by the way, actually, out of character, it doesn't matter how that would have been seen. It's either you're going to see it here in the alley or you're going to see it down in the morgue.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So regardless, you're going to see that body. Anyway, so yeah, that was out of character. So did you see anything? Did you hear anything? We would really, really like to keep this guy off the streets.
You know it's a guy?
We just assume. We don't... I've never seen a woman capable of doing that. It could be.
I slap him.
Okay.
Ah!
Wow. Okay.
It's the fucking 20s, though.
Jesus Christ. Hang on a second. Stop the presses.
Wow.
Woman.
Sexism in 1920? Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, like...
You probably should not be slapping a cop. Give me... There's no, like, intimidate, is there? We're gonna... give me... give me a melee fist. No.
Well, I mean, that would make the most sense.
Well, no, that's if you're doing damage, though.
Yeah, but you're not doing any damage. Not really, because you kind of just slapped him.
Yeah, you're not intending to do harm.
Yeah, give me... I don't know, give me... Because, like, the other cops, like, they hear that slapping sound, you know, they see that, like, his... You know how, like, when you get slapped, you know, your face kind of goes in the same direction as the slap.
Yeah.
They see that you've clearly slapped him. Give me a fast talk, so that you don't get arrested.
What?
You just assaulted a police officer.
I'm not talking like a bam, knock you off your ass slap. I'm talking...
I know, but you still hit a police officer.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of a crime.
Yeah. So give me a fast talk or persuade.
I'll persuade.
No, fast talk. It would need to be fast talk.
Even like given the situation, given the fact that they know I just saw a dead body of someone I know, they're still gonna make me fast talk out of it. I can't persuade.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying fast talk because like they're like coming over and like some of the cops are already like whipping out handcuffs.
And I can't.
I mean, I would argue that it is an emotional situation, so like it shouldn't be an immediate like, oh, this person's under arrest.
right? And
Yeah,
not
just a
really.
woman. Of course, I'm gonna overreact.
Yeah.
I
If
mean,
they're gonna be sexist pigs.
it's true. All
So
right.
like, you
So
know.
okay, how about then? Okay, then, you slap the guy, and then the other cops turn and like the other cops kind of hear it, and they turn, and the guy that you slapped like holds up a hand, and it's like, no, don't do it. And then he turns to you. He's clearly very annoyed that you just did that. Is like, ma'am, I had no. It's you actually see him close his eyes and like hold up his, take a breath. I didn't intend sexism. I meant I've never seen. I just assume I've.
I get it.
It doesn't matter. Regardless, we're looking. Our first subject, the first suspect, is a man. However, if it's a woman, don't worry. I'll arrest her too. And he just kind of gives you a look. That's like that. He's clearly pissed, and he does not want to deal with your bullshit.
Good.
So
that was out of character.
Huh?
I muttered something to myself out of character.
What? Fucking pig?
I said fucking pig.
Yeah, Jesus. So anyway, back to the original question. Did you see anything last night? Did you see anything? Did you hear anything?
I don't know. I was a little drunk. There was this weird, ugly dude who was hitting on me, but other than that, I pretty much just walked home with my friend.
There was an ugly man.
Yeah, I ran into him once in a bar, got him kicked out. Ran into him again at a bus stop. He apologized. End of story. And you losers showed up and woke me up at 5 a.m.
And he kind of like looks at his notes, and he looks at his notes and kind of, he looks at he's flipping through like a notepad, and was this man about 5'6", brown hair?
Maybe, probably. I don't know.
Multiple people say they spotted him, and they saw him leave. They saw him get thrown out.
Yeah, he was pretty short.
And then he like writes in his book, and then he looks at his book, writes some stuff down, and then he turns to you and he's like, that man was known. The man's name is Angus Allard, and he's been around here relatively frequently for the area, given the area and how he looks. He's been around here a bit often. We're gonna be looking into him. He seems out of place at the very least.
Telling me. Tried to fit in at the local Zeppelin.
Yeah.
People like him.
So, and actually, I believe, if I remember right, some people saw him speaking with your friend here.
When was that?
In the bar earlier that night. You said you got a little bit drunk, correct?
I did.
Yeah.
That was after I kicked him. I got him kicked out.
He may have hung around outside afterwards. You said he apologized to you, correct?
He apologized to me, that's all I know. He apologized and walked away.
You didn't happen to notice which direction he walked, did you?
No, I was talking to my girlfriend.
Okay. Well, thank you for your input, but I'm afraid that's all we'll have at the moment. So, I'm sorry, but we'll have to ask you to leave the area now.
Just don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah. So, he goes back to investigating, the crime scene, and you leave and you walk through like the people, and
I'm gonna head back up to my apartment.
Okay, so you head back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now that you've head back, what do you do?
I'm just gonna. I probably have like a quarter of a bottle of wine left. I'm just gonna chug that thing.
Okay. So you chug that thing.
Yep. Light a cigarette. Sit down. Have a good cry.
Okay.
There you go.
Go ahead and roll cry. No.
41.
Shit. You
It's
cry exactly 41 tears.
It's a good cry.
It is a pretty good cry. So you cry like a woman.
Yep.
And
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Hey, it's the 20s. What?
Oh jeez, no.
Is that police officer your character?
No.
Technically,
cool.
everyone is his character.
Honestly, yeah. Technically, everybody is my character, except for you guys. You're the only ones who aren't.
Yeah.
Although you're kind of my character because I'm like, okay, you go up,
Yeah.
and I control you just a little bit. Anyway,
Tad. Just
so you chug your half bottle of wine and you kind of pass out for a bit after you cry.
Is
And
that a
then
good stopping point for me? Because I'm probably thinking about heading to bed soon.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
So, yeah.
It is kind of late, so fair enough.
Yeah, it is 11:30.
Fucking
Okay.
6 local schools have pre-ordered pizzas for tomorrow, so we
Oh.
we get there at 9 a.m. and by 11:15